Hey everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about my dream perfume Christmas wish list. I've done this last year and I think I've done it the year before as well. So my Christmas wish list is just something that constantly changes throughout the year. I add things, I take things away. It's just a weird thing that, these are perfumes that I like, that I would like to own, but I don't have to own. It's kind of like a hypothetical list that, I don't need more perfumes, but I love perfumes so much that I want more perfumes. I have 7 fragrances here that I want to talk about. 2 of them are designer perfumes, and then 5 of them are niche fragrances. Let's first talk about Yves Saint Laurent L. This is one that I discovered late. I know this was released quite a while ago, but I, discovered it this year and I absolutely fell in love with YSL L. I have heard rumors that it is discontinued. I'm not 100% sure on that. If you guys know more info on that, please let me know in the comments. But yes, YSL L is a beautiful scent with some notes of lychee, pink pepper, there's patchouli and vetiver and some woodsy notes, rose, I think jasmine as well. And basically to me, despite the notes of lychee, in here, for me, it's mostly a fragrance that smells like pomegranate or like a mix of tart and juicy, spicy berries. It reminds me of a cocktail in the opening, and then it dries down into more of a woodsy, musky, darker patchouli rose. This fragrance to me comes off kind of gothic feeling, and I just love how this fragrance develops into something like when you first spray it on, it's fun and fruity and happy, and then it slowly morphs into something more serious and dark and gothic, and that's why I love this scent. It's also a scent that reminds me of Dior Midnight Poison, which is discontinued, which is a beautiful scent, especially in the dry down. I see those similarities. So yes, the YSL L is one that I would love. Sorry about that. One that I would love to own, perhaps this coming year, 2022. The second perfume on my wish list is something that's not even released, but I was intrigued by the scent based on the bottle itself and based on the notes. So it's from the house of Kayali and it's called Eden Juicy Apple. The bottle is the same bottle design as the other fragrances in the collection, but this one is a bright, like fire engine red color. The notes are apple, lychee, blackcurrant, there's some berries in there, vanilla and sugar, and just based on those notes, it sounds like something that I would really enjoy. And also I have enjoyed many of the other fragrances from this Kayali range that I think that this might be a safe blind buy. I don't know, but I kind of want it because of how gorgeous this bottle is, and then other things in this collection that really impressed me very much. Now let's move on to some niche fragrances. The first one is Musk Ravager from the house of Frederick Mall. This one I have been kind of struggling with throughout my entire journey. It's one that I definitely respect and admire, but I kind of struggle a little bit with it because that musk in there sometimes can be very overwhelming. But I do really think that this scent is a masterpiece. It's something that is a challenging one to wear, but I do like owning fragrances that are challenging and are kind of like a piece of art that I like to admire and sniff sometimes and wear, of course. But yes, Musk Ravager is a beautiful vanilla, cinnamon, clove scent that has this nice animalic kind of feel in there because of that musk. There's something special about this scent that makes me want to own it. Maybe just a small travel size would be okay. I have reviewed this one. I can link it down there if you guys are interested, but I do think it's a beautiful scent, even though I struggle with it. It's still something that I really enjoy, kind of thing. So yes, Musk Ravageur from Frederick Mall is, to me, what niche fragrance is all about. Another fragrance that I would like to own is from the house of Serge Lutens, Santal Majuscule. That one is a gourmand scent that is sweet, and it reminds me a lot of maple syrup. It has this nice texture, a thick, syrupy, sweet texture that makes my mouth water, and I just love that scent because it reminds me of maple syrup, and I just love the taste of maple syrup. Another niche fragrance that I would like to own is from the house of Xerjoff, and it's called Italica. Another one that I have made a video on, I think it was the First Impressions. I'll just link down there as well. That one is another gourmand scent that is very thick and lactonic. It kind of reminds me of vanilla sugar icing, and then it has some powdery, like sugar, powdered sugar on top there. It is delicious, very yummy. Like, it's something that I would want to eat for sure, and has been growing on me. I've been testing it, and I've gone through a few samples now, and I think that I actually want to own this scent. Even though I own something kind of similar to it already, the Hildi Soliani Crema de Latte, but the Italica has that nice powdered sugar kind of thing going on that just makes it so like fun and happy and even more delicious. So that's Italica from Xerjoff. Now, another niche scent that I would like to own this coming year is Mona de Orio Vanille. I have this whole thing, I think I made a video on it a long time ago, where this fragrance used to actually be my holy grail, or one of my holy grails, especially for vanilla scents. But that scent became attached to some bad scent memories, and for that reason I let it go, and I just, you know, didn't want anything to do with the scent anymore. But I have found myself this past year craving it again. I think all of those negative feelings that were attached to that scent are now just, I don't know, I guess I've dealt with it, or I just feel like I'm not so, it doesn't make me feel bad anymore, that I want this scent again. So Mona de Orio Vanille is a beautiful, spicy clove vanilla scent. It's extremely complex, and it morphs and changes a lot on skin. It is literally one of the most underrated vanilla scents in my opinion, and for that reason I want to own it again. And it just doesn't make me feel those bad scent memories. It's just, it feels like I'm just over it now, and I want to enjoy that scent once again. And finally, the last perfume on my dream Christmas wish list for 2022 is actually a fragrance that my friend Natasha introduced me to. It's an indie niche house out of Winnipeg, which is my hometown, and I'm so, like, you know, excited when I hear that there's actually an indie niche perfume released out of my town, my city. The house is called Piper and Perro, and then the fragrance is called Veil. So I don't even know, I couldn't find the notes on Fragrantica for this fragrance, but when I tested it, it was just something that was like a love at first sniff for me. It was something that I knew that I wanted to own at some point. And it was basically a nice, soft, fluffy, musky scent with some sweetness. It reminded me a little bit of Narciso Rodriguez Pure Musk, which is one that I love and adore. But this one is even more fluffy. It made me think of, if angels had a scent, they would smell like this, Veil. And it made me think of wearing a veil of musk if I'm just walking down a street and them leaving behind a veil, a scented veil, or wearing a scented veil of this most beautiful, comforting, cozy, warm, soft, wispy kind of musk. That's what this fragrance made me think of. And there was also a really nice sweetness in here that just made it feel so angelic and almost like innocent feeling. Piper and Perro Veil, I think they're a new house, but it's something definitely that I am going to explore when I go back home and probably pick up at least a travel size of the scent, or maybe even the bottle. Hopefully I can test it more when I go back. But yeah, Piper and Perro, an upcoming indie niche fragrance house out of Winnipeg, and I'm all for it. So thank you, Natasha, for letting me know about this house. So yes, that was a list of perfumes on my Christmas wish list. These are ones that perhaps I would like to own at some point. And yes, that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments what is on your wish list for the coming year. I would love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.